baby. All right. Woo! How y'all doing? I'm Clown Jesus. Welcome to CJ's Sideshow. Welcome back to the Sideshow, y'all. Hope you're ready for the fire this year. CJ's bringing it for you, babies. We're going to start off tonight with the cosmic sounds of the Beyonderers. Maybe, after a song or two, we might visit our friends at Tiki Underground. You're just going to have to watch and see. Let's get to some music, all right. right, y'all. Time for our conversation with Jesse and Sean. But this is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to need your help with this one, all right? I need you to send me some magic, all right? I need you to feel that. Feel the love. Feel the art. We're going to teleport. You ready? You sending it? I'm very happy to have with me today friends of the show, all around good people, Jesse and Sean Coffey from Tiki Underground. How y'all doing today?
Aloha.
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. I'm so happy to finally have you on. You guys have been such big supporters of Clown Jesus and the Artist Wrestling League. And so first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for having such a lovely, lovely space to bring people together and bring the love together and the music and the art. Feeling it, y'all. I mean, I won't lie, people. Tiki Underground here as top Studio 54 is CJ's favorite place to hang out. I'm just saying.
All right.
Just saying. All right, guys. I'm going to ask you the hard questions now. All right, so what exactly made you two crazy enough to decide to open a bar?
Well, I blame Sean, and you blame me, right?
Yeah. For myself, I had a basement bar that was a tiki bar. It originally was built into the house when we purchased it. It was before I had met Jesse. And the space was great, but it was just kind of plain. There was nothing to it. And I wanted to do something different, and I didn't even know anything about tiki. This was like 20 years ago. Started looking into it, and here I find out there's this whole world of tiki. It's amazing. California, started back in the 1940s. Did all my research, got to meet some people, and then started building a bar in my home. Fast forward about 15 years later, I ended up meeting Jesse, and first date I had a moi that lights up that's in my living room, and I'm like, she asked me, what is that? I'm like, well, it's a moi from it's like when we started to go into this whole tiki spiel, and she was, luckily she stayed, because at first she was like looking at me, there's something wrong with me. But then she's like, we ought to do a party, we ought to do this. Later on down the road, we're like, yeah, we're doing all these drinks, we're having a good time. We're like, we ought to do this professionally. And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, come on. I'm like, yeah, I think we could do this. So we started looking at it. We really took our time trying to figure out what to do, what the best aspect was. And we found this place, and the rest is history. The great part about this place was it's a lot larger than we expected when we originally focused on a bar. It was just going to be a few seats, kind of intimate. And then we find this place, it's a little larger, it's more of a restaurant, but then we turned it into a music venue and wrestling venue and everything that we can think of to put in here. Our rule of thumb was always been, let's do something that nobody else is doing. And it's drawn.
Right.
Because I can get a 38 special cover band in here anytime I want. But why do that? Let's do something different. And it's been the community has been very welcomed us in open arms. It's been great.
So, tiki culture in general.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little bit? I mean, you don't have to go into it too much, but just what started tiki culture?
You want to take that?
Sure. So there are a few things that inspired tiki culture. And if you think about right before and after World War II, there's a pretty big focus on the Asia Pacific area and the islands, a lot of focus on Hawaii because of Pearl Harbor, et cetera. And as the soldiers started coming back, they wanted to recreate what they experienced in the islands. And there were several entrepreneurs who said, you know what, let's create that experience. And from there came tiki culture. Now, there's so many other aspects of it that we love, like music. There's pinups, there's hot rods, there's you name it. But for us, the big focus is absolutely the cocktails. And part of what we wanted to do was bring some knowledge, not only about craft cocktails, but specifically about tiki cocktails to the Akron area. So tiki culture can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but for us, the core focus of it is the tiki cocktails. And if you think about a Mai Tai or a Zombie or a Navy Grog, those are cocktails that you'll find in every tiki bar that you go to. And then, as you know from your visits, we have a few other cocktails.
Might have been here once or twice before. Right.
And you may have sampled 1 or 2 or 10 of them. So that's another signature in tiki culture is each bar's own interpretation of those cocktails and how they deliver the music. Is it more Hawaiian focused, or is it rockabilly, or is it, something from the 40s and 50s, like exotica music and those types of things. So that's how I would define it. I don't know if you'd add anything, Sean, but that's what I see as tiki culture.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It is cocktail driven, and we came up with our own Mai Tai that has done really well for us, and we're pretty much well known for that, for the Tiki Underground Mai Tai. But yeah, definitely cocktail focused, and it's amazing for me how many different aspects of tiki culture touches different other aspects of it. Like for instance, like she was mentioning the hot rod scene. There's ties into hot rods, there's ties into pinups, there's ties into punk. It's crazy that all these things kind of intertwine, and you see it here when you come in. You have a guy sitting at the bar that's just pulled up in his 1965 hot rod police car, or another guy that's just came in here that, with a punk jacket, and it's just, and a guy with just a Hawaiian shirt. I mean, but they all fit, and it's just, those people all seem to be the same. They all have a great time and great customers, so it's fun.
And I'd add one other comment that throughout all of that is the artistic aspect of it too. So if you think of hot rod culture, you think of pinstriping, and there's a lot of tiki artists that are inspired by that. You also have folks that do carvings and carve the moi and other statues, which is really cool. And then the cocktail itself can be a work of art with how the garnish is presented and flowers, and there's actually competitions in the tiki world around how you garnish a cocktail. So that's super important. So that's something we love, is being able to also contribute to the local and national art scene, through some of the art in our collection that we present here, but also how we present our cocktails and shows.
if you're still holding on to your seat from that, you got to come back in 2 weeks. Because guess what? The Beyonders are going to come back and have some more fine tunes for y'all. And we're going to finish our conversation with Jesse and Sean, those sexy fine people at Tiki Underground. All right, y'all. Like and subscribe. And remember, love art. Love each other. Your boy CJ loves y'all. All right.